All right, let's talk energy here. You know, we talked. Mark was on here on Monday. Obviously, he loves pullbacks, and he's probably salivating at these pullbacks. He's probably looking at the energy chart, saying, "How many naked puts can I do?" He's answering that question because it's in that zone, right? It's in that zone, and it certainly, Tyler, can come down a little bit more. But before we talk about the individual components, Ty, give me your technical read here on energy. Just give me a deep dive on technical analysis here. Give me that retracement we're seeing. Give me the breakdown.
Yeah. Well, so if we want to do a deep dive, I would start with the bigger picture to show where we've come from. So remember, the story has been energy has lagged everything up until November, and then it really started to outperform this year as oil prices have recovered. So we are essentially now back to where we were pre-pandemic, right? We've now come full circle, and most other sectors did that a while ago. Well, they've gone well beyond
long time ago. Yep.
But so in the short run, you could say, "Hey, are you concerned that it's overbought?" To which I laugh and say, "Yeah, that's done well for me lately, being concerned about being overbought."
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I guess when it starts to matter, it'll matter. But given recent context of the market and how traders just don't care about overbought conditions, I'm willing to give energy a bit of a pass. I will grant you that you could argue maybe there's some longer term resistance that comes into play here. This is a logical spot for it to have pulled back. I think that makes sense to me.
It does me too.
But you still cannot, you can't deny that this has been a very nice trend on the daily. So this is the first pullback. Really, this is the first 3-bar pullback we've seen since January 29th. It's been 6 weeks since you've gotten this type of pullback, which is why arguably it's compelling. We're salivating because it's like the first chance you got a legit.
And all we've had is breakouts. That's all we've had is breakout after breakout. Now we get some different analysis. I like to read.
Yeah. And so nice little pullback to the 20-day moving average. You've got a potential little doji candle today. And here's the thing, like if this was perfect, it would doji today, it would trigger tomorrow and make it nice and easy, right? Yep. Where you got a 3-bar pullback, plenty of setups. It gives you a day to collect your thoughts and go look for trades, and then tomorrow it triggers. Knowing our luck, the thing will rip higher after the Fed announcement, and it'll say, look, you had your 1 hour, you could have bought it, and then it rips. But it's textbook. It's textbook. This is what you wanted. Volume patterns are fine as well. It wasn't crazy on the pullback. Just pretty garden variety bull retracement.
Ty, can you talk, because in this, especially over the course of the last, say, since what would that be, February 15th? Ever since February 15th, you had that run up. As the price was up, you had the run up in volume, right? And then over that 3-day pullback, you've had a contraction in volume. Can you talk, because I'm sure there's some team tackle veterans out there, they're like, yeah, we get volume. But I'm also certain there's people out there like, what's volume, right? Can you just talk about why you like to see the increase in volume in the upward movements versus the decrease in contracting volume in the downward movements in price?
Yeah. So remember, there's always an equal amount of buyers and sellers, right? If there's 1 million shares bought, then there's 1 million shares sold. And so a common misnomer is to explain it and say, well, there's more buyers than sellers. No such thing. There's always an equal number. What drives the price up or down is kind of the aggression of buyers or sellers, right? So the assumption is if it's an up day, it's bullish. Buyers were more aggressive than sellers. And so when you think about volume, do you want more people participating when the price is rising, or do you want more people participating when the price is falling? What does that tell you about the underlying health and the underlying sentiment about how people feel about this particular sector or stock? And so when you get high volume on up days, it's a affirmation of what is going on. Okay, it adds legitimacy, it adds validity to whatever the move is. And so the phrase that I use is price is the sentence, volume is the punctuation. What does an exclamation point do to a sentence? It adds emphasis, it adds urgency, it adds significance. And so when you get an update on average volume, it's like a sentence with a period, just whatever. When you get an update with an exclamation point, with high volume, it's like an exclamation point. So it adds significant, it adds urgency, it adds more validity. So it's more believable, it's more likely to continue, those types of things. And so what I want on a pullback is not a lot of volume. I don't want exclamation points. I don't want signs that there's a ton of people selling the stock, because it adds urgency and significance to the down move, and it makes it that much harder for it to go back up. So I want high volume on up days and upswings. I want lower volume or average volume on pullbacks. We could get into institutions as well, accumulation, distribution, but that would probably be the first angle of explanation for me.
And obviously the institutional conversation is needed, but I don't think it's needed now, right? I think thank you for that, by the way. Also, one thing just to keep in mind, when you see increasing volume on the upside, decreasing volume on the downside in a pullback, guys, just think about it like this. The money that's being made in that upward movement in price, you only really make it when you lock in profit. And so when you see a decreasing volume in your downward movements in price in a bullish uptrend, that's a very healthy sign of individuals, whether that is an institutional or a hedge fund or Tyler, me, or any other random individual out there. That's just locking in profit and not sparking some other type of emotion there. And so the greed is pushing it up and the greed is pushing it down, which means the greed's going to push it up again. And so when you see increasing volume on your pullbacks, that's where the fear, for one reason or another, maybe the stock made an announcement, maybe an institutional sold, maybe somebody did something out there, that fear starts to build, starts to lead to more fear, price goes down even further, and you start to get a little bit more of those deeper pullbacks. So when you're looking at retracements, when you're looking at flag-based patterns, right? And they're both very similar. A flag-based pattern, 2-3 days coming down into a short-term momentum support level. A standardized retracement is coming into a historical support catalyst, 3 to 9 days down, a certain percentage against the previous movement. Those are both step system technical patterns, technical requirements and whatnot. But again, when you're looking at these narrow retracements, whether they're a bullish retracement or a flag, decreasing volume, a very positive sign of just profit taking. Okay, so now we have that. Thank you, Tyler, for that, by the way. Now we have that. Now we can look at some individual components in this play. And when you see a flag like you're seeing in the marketplace, you are going to see a lot of similar technical patterns in the sector. There's no doubt about that. When you see a narrow retracement, it really starts setting it up for the eye of the beholder analysis a little bit. Who wants a flag, who wants a retracement, and who wants a breakout type thing. So when you get deeper retracements, they all look the same. When you get narrow retracements, some held up a little bit better, some came down a little bit more, and that's where the high base to the high base breakout to the retracement comes into play. So, what are you guys in the mood for? I got a little bit of everything here.
I'm interested in the retracements right now.
You want something on the retracement side of the equation? Tyler, you want a retracement?
Yeah, give me something down to the 20.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I guys, dime a dozen out there in energy right now. Literally a dime a dozen out there. So I'm going to give you 5 of them. Okay. Now there were about 25. I'm going to give you 5. These are clean flags, retracements, depending on how you see it. Let's start with CPG. You might not get the 20 on all these, Ty.
But your argument is you don't get the 20 because this is holding up strong. It's firm. Because it's exhibiting relative strength. Yeah.
You will get Janet though.
Janet is hiding right there.
Remember, flags come into that 9 to 20, right? 9 to
Tyler
20.
doesn't know this.
Did I miss the memo when I was gone? Is Janet a new name here?
Oh well, oh he didn't know. Oh, he was golfing. Oh, okay, Tyler. Yes, you missed the memo.
Do I need to rename this?
Something. No, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mark's girlfriend. It's now just goes by the name of Janet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janet is in Janet Yellen, or that's just?
It's at the eye of the beholder. It's
Coincidence.
kind of like a retracement of volume.
Okay.
So
What other Janet would it be? Janet Reno?
whoa.
Jackson, I don't know.
Reno? Oh, wait, hold
Janet
on.
Jackson? Janet
Hold
Jackson?
on. Out of all the Janets in the world, the first Janet you thought of was Janet Reno,
I did,
the
yes.
former Attorney General for Bill Clinton.
That's right. It's a 30-year callback. Right there.
What?
All right, Janet.
I don't know how to respond to this. I don't know if I can continue. Okay, CPG. So here's the flag. Now I'm going to go through these flags fairly quickly. Okay, Ty, and then you just give me your take on it. CVX. Okay. IMD. Excuse me, IMO. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right, little momentum. Like it. Let's go PBA.
Okay.
Little kiss there off Janet.
The 9. Yep.
Off what, Tyler?
Janet,
off the
sorry.
Thank you. No, I can't. SU. Same type of thing. Narrow retracement.
Yeah.
Like Tyler's like, I can't say it. Kiss Janet. I can't say it. Like, just can't say it. All right. So you got those narrow retracements. Okay. All momentum based, all similar to the sector, but all a little bit, I would say, running a little bit stronger than the sector in recent movements. Right. So what do you guys think? You got again, CPG, CVX, IMO, PBA, and Suncor, all very similar.
I think pattern-wise, I like CPG the best, I think.
Tim?
I like Suncor from a.
That's you?
Yeah, I really like that little 2-day hesitation. I got a clean trigger right there off those 2 candlesticks. Top of the red candlestick is right near the top of this green candlestick right here as well. I could play it off of that flag. I could also add to the breakout. I like that Suncor chart a lot. I
like that. I got a couple breakouts too. Right, that's what you like about flags, narrow flags. That it kind of sets it up. I got PXD, and I like this PXD trigger here, guys. I like that high base.
That's beautiful.
I like that high base. Look at that on an intraday.
Yeah, let me clean this up.
I don't need you to clean that up. I like it.
Clean it up, huh? I'm OCD. All right.
Yeah, pretty clean. So I like that breakout, little prolonged high base, little ascending triangle action coming into it this week. Kind of like that one. Got SSL, another breakout there, SSL. And I want you to see that one on the daily chart. Little cheap stock play here. Little high base.
Yeah.
Let Janet finally catch up to the price action here. Like that
not
one.
Not budging while energy is pulling back is
not even caring.
Nice.
Not even caring. And that's the case on PXD too. Not really caring about the pullback. I got a reversal candidate for you guys. See, I tell you, when these things happen, I mean, it is up to the eye of the beholder. You get a lot of good setups. I do have a traditional reversal pattern. Let's go with Phillips 66 Oil and Gas Midstream Company, PSXP. No. Not PSX. PSXP.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's the trigger I'm looking at, Ty.
Go back to Pioneer Natural Resources, though. Out of everything this is the one. I mean,
I'm not done.
Oh, I would love to keep hearing them because you've shown me a lot of great charts.
I'm not done. I told you I had a lot.
All right. But PXD's got me excited.
31 flavors.
It's got
31
me
flavors.
A little bit. I like that breakout.
But see, you jumped on me when I had my one pick.
All right.
I left my mark pick.
Now I'm excited.
Can I just say this name?
I got some trash, Tyler.
Can I just say this name is ridiculous?
It's terrible. I don't want to trade it.
Come on.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Like, come on.
You are that bad at life.
Can you give me a read on that, Tim? Can you read me what this is?
It's the Phillips 66 Partners LP, COM unit, Rep LTD Partners HI.
It's an
Make up your
umbrella
freaking mind. This
company.
was 3 people. This is like a Brangelina thing.
How
This
much
was
do you
3
think
people
they?
that wanted the name, and one of them wouldn't give it up, and so they just smashed them all together.
Tyler, I'm willing to bet they paid multi-million dollars in consultants to come in and evaluate that.
So
And
Such
if
an
you think
idiot.
I'm kidding, I'm not.
I know you're not either.
I'm not kidding. I'm willing to bet they paid millions of dollars in consultants to figure out that name. And they should be fired too. But I got a trash pick.
Yes.
Trash pick. People love their trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
They love trash, right? I don't
Well,
know if I love trash.
Particularly Mark loves trash.
Mark loves trash.
Dude, what do they say? One
Let's
man's
go.
trash is another man's treasure.
No,
That's right.
that's not what Mark says. One man's trash is another man's cash. Let's go. Let's go with RIG, baby. RIG Transocean here, under $5. Retracement, volatile is trash. You're not going to get sexy in trash, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
you know the field you're playing in here. You're in the mud, but I like the retracement here on RIG.
That's a nice retracement. Yes.
Yeah. Nice pop on volume, taking it to the new pivot high.
Point
Yeah.
is-
Speaking of the volume, yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Increase volume, decrease volume. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that too. So point is, you got 5 flags. By the way, you have 25 flags in energy right now. You got 5 flags that are really solid technically. CPG, CVX, IMO, PBA, Suncor. 2 breakouts. You got SSL, good little cheap stock play above 1540. PXD, really traditional high base ascending triangle coming into a clean breakout. You got a reversal in a company we're not going to name because now they have 14 names in their company, but it is PSXP. It's a runoff of Phillips 66, obviously. And you got your trash pick in RIG. Somebody's going to find a gem in this.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of those take your pick. It's dealer's choice at this point
It's
in the
if
energy sector.
triggers, your trade's going to be good. Some are going to be better than others.
Yeah, but it
I mean,
does start.
That's what it is.
That does start with that sector trigger, obviously.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Well, and that sector trigger could happen here in about an hour.
Yeah, when that presser starts is when the
Now,
volatility starts.
And I know, Tim, we're going to you're going to kind of go into closing statement here, but one thing about the Fed, guys, it's not just their policy statement at noon. It's the press conference after, and that happens 30 minutes after the Fed releases monetary policy, and the press conference is going to last about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
This is unlike a typical economic report where the number comes in, the algorithms price it into the market, and we never think about it again. This is an event that happens over time where the market will react to different types of questions. It's actually truly fascinating to watch on the intraday chart.